So we're starting off. We're starting off big. This is we're sneaking into Oriflamme. And you know that's not gonna work, so we're fighting our way through Oriflamme. Drake's Head, Oriflamme, holy capital of Sambrek. In majestic silence has Drake's Head ever stood vigil over the empire of Sambrek and its bejeweled capital. You have reached a pivotal moment in the story. If you continue, you will not be able to return. Okay. You scared me. You scared me. You scared me. We're gonna go back. Whenever you see that in a JRPG, it's scary. So let's see if there's anything else we can do.
Anything catch your eye?
Nope.
Seen enough?
Yeah, I've seen enough. You know what? Before our big adventure, let's talk to our good friend. Let's talk to our good friend, Tomes.
There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you.
The Continental Accord. An international pact made at the dawn of the present era, in which matters of the treatment of bearers and the establishment of a realm-wide currency were laid out. It formed the basis of much of Valisthaean society as it stands today, including the branding of bearers and their status as non-persons. It also puts in a place of universal calendar, marking a symbolic fresh start for mankind, albeit one which put magic users at a crippling disadvantage. The Founder. Fear and uncertainty reigned in those early years following the sins of Desmechus. Not wanting to further incur the wrath of the heavens, the few who survived the fall took to wandering the land, spurning magic and staying in the shadows, and so they lived for decades. One man, however, grew tired of this, if it could be called that, and after bidding his companions farewell, climbed a grassy knoll overlooking a forest of beech and alder. Here he gathered a pile of rubble and used it to build a humble shelter in which he spent the night. The next morning, however, instead of abandoning his work, as was his people's wont, he gathered more rocks, adding to the structure until the shelter became a shack. This he continued for days, weeks, until the shack had become a home. At first, those few wanderers who passed the knoll would shun him, cursing the man under their breaths for his hubris. But as his estate grew, and one building became two, and two, three, the people began to slow their steps, and it was not long before some took to joining him on that knoll, gathering stones, building new lives, new destinies. This they did without magics or machines, without boon or blessing. They relied on naught but their hands, their backs, their wills, and each other. And slowly house gave way to village, village to town, and town to nation. The man would one day die, as all men do, but those who remained continued his legacy, expanded upon it. And though his name was eventually forgotten, his spirit lives on to this day in the hearts of all Rosarians. Wow. You know what? One thing I will say is, in a game like this, where there's a lot of reading to do with the active Time Lord and like how expansive it is, and what like great of a system it is, and it's amazing that they did this. They should have almost had like, when they did this, assign keywords to words that are like obviously not in normal dialogue, and like you could click X on it and it would like pronounce it for you. Because like a lot of these words, you could just assume it is what it is. You could like Desmechus. Is the D silent? Is it just Zemkis? The sins of Zemkis? Like it would be nice if there was like a, not every word obviously, but like the big ones that people would be like, "Why the hell do you say that?" And just like give you the pronunciation of it or something.
What subject shall we consider today?
Let's read more about the people. Wait, why are we learning more? Oh, after he joined Sid. Anxious to atone for his crimes and filled with righteous anger after witnessing the massacre at Eastpool, he pledges himself to Cid's cause to free all of Valisthea from its bonds. Not only those between bearer and master, but those between man and Mother Crystal. A leader of the Hideaway and Dominant of Ramu, Warder of Thunder, and in his quest to create a world where bearers and dominants can die on their own terms, he unearthed the shocking truth that the Mother Crystals were the cause of all the consuming blight. He makes plans to see the Mothers fall, that Valisthea and her people might be saved. What does Dion have to say? Like, what did we learn about Dion? Firstborn son, and loyal subject of Emperor Sylvester, ruler of the Holy Empire of Sambrek, as well as leader of the Empire's most elite fighting force, the Dragoons. Dion is also the dominant of Bahamut, Warden of Light, and has often been called upon to summon his icon in defense of his countrymen, most recently in the year of the realm 873, when Odin took to the field. Yeah, we knew that. We knew that game. Oh, and here's whatever got. Otto's loyal lackey, tasked not only with keeping the ledgers, but with reading and sorting the myriad reports that enter the hideaway and arranging assistance for those in need. Born a bearer, Got was kept as a slave to the Oriflamme Tavern, whose keeper would beat him bloody. After being thrown out into the city streets as punishment for a minor mistake, it was his fortune to be found by Otto, who took him back to the hideaway. Oh, he might know Sambrek then. Let's bring him. Proprietress of the Vale, Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, and one of Cid's trusted collaborators. Isabel is much admired by the populace for her elegance and refinement, qualities that have earned her the title, the Dame. Wait, did that change a bunch? Yeah, it did. An ally of Cid's cause who makes her home in Northreach, it was she who informed the hideaway of the redeployment of the Samberquois legions, following their chastening by Walud at Belonis Tor. And it is she who will secure Clive's passage to the Northreach. Okay. Are we done with the people of interest yet? Are you shitting me? We gotta talk about Sylvester? Emperor of the Holy Empire of Sambrek, who won his throne at least partly by virtue of his son Dion having awakened as the dominant of Bahamut. Oh. So his son was Bahamut, and they were like, okay. Hello, Emperor. The High Cardinal, first and foremost of the 5 cardinals who make up the Council of Elders. Second only to the Holy Emperor at the Imperial Government, it is his role to lead the Council in governing Sambrek in the Emperor's stead, and providing the latter does not overrule his decisions, his authority is absolute. Oh, well, that's good. Dude, it's actually insane how much there is. The Gregorian Church, the state religion of the Holy Empire of Sambrek, whose followers worship the goddess Gregor as the one true deity. At the church's head stands the Holy Emperor, voted into office by his fellow cardinals, and supposedly their equal, though this is widely recognized to be a convenient fiction. The followers of Gregor worship dragons as sacred servants of their goddess, and since the founding days of the Empire have both dotted and depended upon them. The Strait of Altha, the narrow channel to the north of the crystalline dominion that separates the continents of Storm and Ash. With Sambrek to the west, Walud to the east, and the Dominion to the south, its shores are never short of soldiers or political tension. Oh yeah, there's going to be a battle there. The Crystalline Dominion, a tiny independent state straddling the continents of Storm and Ash. Its capital, Twinside, is built on the tiny Isle of Ark, from which its mother crystal, Drake's Tail, rises. The lack of a dominant has seen the Dominion become the subject of constant maneuvering over the years, both political and military, and it has only through the recent convening of a Council of All Nations that a non-aggression treaty towards the neutral body was forged, and a tenuous stability amongst century-old rivals achieved. The Crystalline Dominion. You'll put that in the back pocket. The back pocket, because I feel like they're going to be important. The Dragon's Eyrie, a gentle sloping plain stretching east of Samberquois checkpoint of Northreach. As the name implies, it is heavily populated with all manner of wild worms, and as such the lands remain relatively unspoiled. Gloris, a key strategic point in central Sambrek, its location just south of Oriflamme, make it a vital first line of defense against any assault on the Holy Capital. The road from Northreach to Cair Norvent and beyond to the Crystal Belt bisects the area. ensuring a constant traffic of Sambraquois soldiers and traveling merchants. Okay. The breadbasket. Hello? A region overlooking the Strait of Otha in the eastern part of Sambrac. The bounty provided by its rich soil fed the empire for generations, until the ever-encroaching blight intervened, displacing thousands in the process, a disturbance which played no small part in the troubles that were later to engulf the imperial capital. Oh, okay. So that's the place that they're talking about where the blight took over and they all ran to Sandbreck, and he was like, well, we can't feed everyone. We must take more. Gotcha. More, a farming village located in the rye fields of the Royal Meadows, not far from the Sambraquois capital of Oriflamme. Her residents harbor a strong hatred for bearers, more even than elsewhere in the Empire, making it a very dangerous place to visit for those who bear the brand. The Vale, Northreach's premier house of companionship, while it is frequented mainly by Sambreck's nobility and military. Lady Isabel welcomes all with the desire and the coin to partake of the pleasure her skilled courtesans and courtiers offer. Few establishments in the Empire are as well loved or as oft visited. And Northreach, a town which doubles as a defensive gateway to Sambreck's holy capital of Oriflamme. It was originally a purely military outpost, a towering bastion constructed to prevent land-based assaults on the capital from the southwest. To this day, a heavily guarded checkpoint ensures that none can pass through the wall without prior authorization. And as such, the need to linger here prior to entering has led to the rise of a thriving market and various other commercial enterprises on the wall's southern side. The garrison, however, along with the inns and brothels most of the soldiers frequent, as well as the residence of the nobles who make Northreach their home, remain on the northern side. Oh yeah, and then we got to learn about the five cardinals, the senior statesmen that make up the highest office of government in Sambrac after the emperor himself, the Council of Elders. The council is comprised of the High Cardinal, representative of central Sambrac and the holy capital Oriflamme, and the four cardinals who administer the outer provinces, the north, south, east, and west seas. Okay, interesting. And then the council advises to the Holy Emperor of Sambrac and the highest body of government in the empire. The council consists of 5 cardinals of the Gregorian Church, who are intended to rule in the emperor's stead. The emperor, meanwhile, is expected to serve as a constitutional monarch, but there is little to prevent one who wishes to impose their will upon the council from playing a more autocratic role. Okay. Drake's Head, a mother crystal situated on the Sea of Grace in northern Sambrac. Drake's Head towers over the holy capital of Oriflamme, its mighty form a testament to the power and permanence of the empire. However, mysterious ether floods and the specter of the ever-encroaching blight have led some in power to call that permanence into question. Yeah, it's kind of crazy when you don't really think about it, but like this whole like iceberg-looking type thing is the mother crystal. So it's not just like a little crystal that you can hit with your sword and destroy. Like, it's massive. White Worm Castle, the towering citadel from which the Holy Emperor of Sambrac rules over the entirety of his domain. With the Mother Crystal rising above it and the imperial capital of Oriflamme spread out below, this ivory edifice is truly a wonder to behold. Oh yeah, I'm sure we'll be seeing that soon. Oriflamme, the capital of the Holy Empire of Sambrac, located in northeastern Storm on a peninsula that dominates Oilfeist Bay, and is home to the Mother Crystal known as Drake's Head. All the Empire's major institutions are located here, including White Worm Castle, seat of the Holy Emperor, and meeting place of the Cardinals. And the Holy Empire of Sambrac. Sambrac is the realm's largest theocracy and home to the Mother Crystal Drake's Head. The Empire is ruled by the Holy Emperor, the one true goddess made flesh according to the Gregorian faith, who is served unquestioningly by the sworn knights of the Blessed Dragon, known more commonly as the Dragoons. Okay, we're done. Bestiary, we can literally... Yeah, see, we've learned of the orcs, but we haven't seen them yet. That's why they're not showing up there.
Did you learn everything you needed?
No. No, there's still so much I need to learn.
You've done that.
But I can only read so much.
Do you need any help, Miss Molly?
I don't know.
It's time to go.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier. Didn't sound happy. What do you suppose it could be?
Oh, a loader woman. Oh, interesting. Okay, here we go. The Drake said, "You've reached a pivotal moment in the story. If you continue, you'll not be able to return." Well. Drake's head. Ooh, pretty. Look at Torgal sneaking.
There are not nearly enough men here.
And it's fortunate the city guard doesn't take sentry assignment as seriously as you do. This bodes well.
I'll be a first. This may not be such a terrible plan after all.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Only that your last secret shortcut was nowhere near as secret as you claimed.
Yeah, but that's half the fun of it. Life's too short for perfect plans. You want a plan that'll keep you on your toes, stop you growing old and complacent.
Worked for you, has it?
Clive, my boy, even life's smallest challenges offer the opportunity to grow and to change. You must embrace these moments. Allow them to suffuse your heart with a deep sense of fulfillment.
Narrowly escaping death at the hands of an enemy is not my idea of fulfillment.
Something wrong?
Not at all. Just wondering if the two of you had finished.
Right. We make for the Mother Crystal's heart as planned. Destroy it and the whole thing should come tumbling down.
And if the passage to the inner sanctum is guarded?
Then we embrace the moment and use it to grow and change.
I love Sid so damn much. The Crystal's Curse.
Come on, this way. Try to stay out of sight.
Obviously.
Clive, this is a sneaking mission.
Don't worry, the passage is empty.
There's a chest down there. Sid, wait up. The chest. You don't understand. Jill, how'd you get down here so fast? Oh, another banger playing right now, surprising absolutely nobody.
Right, not quite empty. Let's get this over with.
Single man for reaching the sanctum, so shut your gob and keep your eyes open.
There's a lot of people here, Sid.
They're not from the garrison.
I swear this passage used to be secret.
Of course it did.
Perfect plans, Clive. Perfect plans.
It's over. That's enough.
Sid, where are you? Hey. It was supposed to be empty.
They never stood a chance.
You're welcome.
The main tunnel.
That would be my guess. There are sentries everywhere.
And all good things must come to an end. We might have a bit more company from now on.
Sid, what the hell?
Captain! To arms, men! Summon the cannoneer!
Uh-oh. You know what time it is.
There, boy!
Sick of Toggle.
Give them all you've got. There, boy!
Sick of Toggle. Get him.
Don't let them get away.
I think this may be the moment I was talking about earlier.
What have we here? More insects come to be squashed? You will find my mortar and I only too happy to oblige.
To the talker.
Then let's shut him up.
You know what to do. Keep your distance, boy. Get him.
Oh, shit. Stay away from him. Stay away from him. Yeah, I can do that too, buddy.
Give them all you've got.
Do you feel that? Something in the air.
Ether. It's ether.
Wait, why?
Then we better make this quick.
You know what to do, boy.
Ow.
Don't let them get away. There, boy!
Too slow. Get him. You know what to do, boy.
Give them all you've got, boy!
Get him, boy. Not this time.
Don't let them get away.
Keep your distance, boy.
You damn right I parried him by accident. You damn right.
There, boy!
Why won't you die?
Is he?
Oh, bollocks. He's gone, Akashic.
What does that mean?
Poor wretch.
Save your pity. We'll get none in return. There's nothing left
Dude.
of him but hatred and rage.
Let's end his torment.
There, boy! You know what to do.
Dude, I can't. Dude's lost his damn mind. Look at him. Dude, he's beat my ass.
Not this time.
Sick of Toggle. Give them all you've got, boy.
Holy hell.
Keep your distance, boy. Sick of Toggle. Give them all you've got, boy.
Not this time. Not this time. Not this time.
You know what to do, boy. Give me fire!
Not this time.
Don't let them get away.
Okay, that was one hell of a fight. Increases ignition damage by 12%. Oh, hell yeah.
I'll never get used to that. Akashic or no, he was still a man.
Yeah, what does that mean, Sid?
A man who drowned in ether.
It's no way for anyone to go.
Come on.
Akashic. The irreversible change brought upon by the living beings overexposure to aether. Creatures have stripped of any intelligence or sense of self they may have once had and become suffused with life force, usually manifesting as extreme strength and aggression. Flora can also turn, resulting in their twisted overgrowth. Those with ethereal tolerance, however, such as dominance and bearers, are less likely to turn Akashic. Okay, that's good to know. The mother crystals, though the people of Velisay rely on the crystals mined from these mountains in their everyday lives and flock to the ether-rich lands around them in pursuit of their blessing, Sid posits that it is in fact the mother crystals and their ability to draw aether from the earth that is the reason of the Deadlands' advance. The few who learn the truth are hunted down by those in positions of power, those whose power rests on their control of this crucial resource.
Guard duty's a death sentence in this place. Not that Sylvester cares.
Better already.
Deep of the blessing, my friends. Who said being a dominant doesn't have its benefits?
Sid, this is an ether flood.
There shouldn't be one here, should there? The workers couldn't survive this.
Well, it wasn't here last time, I can tell you that. Which means we need to be quick. The ether won't hurt Oz, but I'd rather not find out what it's done to everyone else.
Oh, good God, yeah. Okay. The glass mines. Ether is everywhere. I like how he was like, hey, being dominants aren't so bad. We can survive down here. Thanks, Sid. Kind of a potion by any chance? Thank you. How about a high potion? Oh, steel silk. Come on. Oh yeah, they've gone insane. Look at them.
Oh, the miners. The gods.
Too far gone. The ether's made monsters of them. All we can do now is put them out of their misery.
Isabel said she thought the Empire might be planning to abandon the capital. Could this be why?
She said you could call her Isabel. If ever there was a reason to up sticks, an ether flood would be it. Fuck me, those guards at the gate. They weren't there to keep people out.
They were there to keep the Akashic in.
Oh God, this took a turn. They are going to abandon the capital. So was he just saying that as like, hey, we need to leave so we can get more land? And they were all like, oh, of course. Because he didn't want them to know about the ether flood down here. But in reality, they're running from this, so they have to take over a new area. Because this place is getting screwed.
Doesn't look that far. Right.
Don't do a game.
Whoa, yo. Whoa.
Someone go.
Some help.
Hold on!
Good God.
Not quite as spry as I used to be.
I'll take that as a thank you.
Look on the bright side, eh? At least you won't get lost.
Dude, that would have been so annoying. That would have been so bad if he actually just died there. Oh boy. Just prime and fly your ass out of there, Sid. Come on, man. Some opponents use the ability Warcry to invigorate themselves, enhancing their performance in battle. Where? Who Warcried?
You know what to do, boy.
Well, that reminds me. Ignition strong now. Ooh, a potion, you're so kind. Hop in the minecart, let's go. Okay, yeah. Definitely was something down here. Ooh, a potion, wow. Wow.
All right then.
Well, that was dirty. All this for a potion?
Don't let them get away. Sick of Torgal. Get him. Sick of Torgal. Get him, boy. Sick of Torgal.
I got a little mash happy there. Just a little, though. Dude, it's another Big Daddy. Well, I'm waiting.
Get him. Give them all you've got, boy. Sick of Torgal. Get him. Give them all you've got, boy. Get him. Sick of Torgal. Get him, boy.
I could dodge it.
Sick of Torgal. That's enough.
God, Sid and Jill and Torgal actually hold their own.
Get him, boy. Sick of Torgal. Keep your distance, boy. Don't let them get away.
Okay, that one hurt. Okay, that one hurt.
Keep your distance, boy. You know what to do, boy. Sick of Torgal.
You know what to do, boy. I knew it, man. I knew it. You can bet that I will go the wrong way every damn time. Potion? Ooh, thank you. A coral sword. Oh, crazy. Coral, while razor sharp, is also painfully brittle, which is why its use in all but the most primitive of weapons is almost unheard of. This sort of unknown provenance, however, is possessed by a remarkable rigidity, while maintaining an edge that rivals that of Odin's blade. Hello? Oh shit, that looks cool as hell.
I see they replaced that wooden door with something a little more sturdy.
So yeah, I guess I never really thought about it, but there is obviously like common, uncommon, rare, like different rarities of weapons. So sure, you can't upgrade the purples, but I'm sure you can upgrade the blues. I never even thought that was going to be a thing. I don't know why. I thought they're all just going to be green, except for the purples, but...
Three. What happened to two?
Ask one.
Once more.
Aye, seeing as you're trying now.
My
As
heroes.
if that was going to keep us out. The mother crystal's just up ahead.
Is it? I can't see a thing.
Well, unless someone's moved it.
Don't say that, Sid. Maybe someone did. Oh, yep, that looks... well, extremely pretty. Holy moly.
There's no one about.
I knew it would be big. But this...
There. That's our way into the inner sanctum. You'd think they'd have patched that up by now. Sorry state the Empire's in.
Wait. You don't mean...
Aye. My little game of hide-and-seek with Bahamut ended here. At tragic cost to this remarkable architecture. Don't blame me, he started it.
But how did he make it out alive?
I walked. You should try it.
Hey, can you make this jump, Gramps?
Oh, no.
Them again.
Is there something you two want to tell me?
Maybe later. Over here.
like ether creatures then. Like that's what they are.
Sick of Torgal. You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy. Stay down.
How could those creatures from Phoenix Gate be here in the mines?
Are the two places connected somehow?
Hope the back isn't too bad, Panda. Yeah, ignition is so good. Oh, so what's gonna happen when we get in there? This is gonna be interesting. Well, there's more of you?
Give them all you've got, boy. Get him.
Hey, how did I miss you?
There, boy. Get him, boy. Sick of Torgal. Don't let them get
Oh shit, it's Lich. He whipped my ass last time.
Get him, boy. It's over. You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy. Sick of Torgal. Get him. You know what to do, boy. Don't let them get away. There, boy. You know what to do, boy. Not this time. Not this time. Keep your distance, boy. Don't let them get away.
Just want to parry this guy.
Too slow.
It's close.
Get him, boy.
We not run into more of those, please? That'd be cool. I hate those guys.
When I was in the Imperial Army, soldiers assigned to the Glass Gate would tell stories about something they called the Guardian.
Of course.
Can't say I saw anything like that when I was last here. Then again, I can't say I made it this far.
Let's just be careful then.
Sid wasn't sneaky enough. He came in here and Dion was like, hello. I wonder if the Guardian's gonna show up on this very large battlefield.
did that come from?
If I had to guess...
Poor beast. Another victim of the flood.
Well, if it's a fight he wants.
Ready, Clive?
Always.
No. I'm not ready.
Get him!
Shit, that did a lot of damage. Got to hit him in the...
Sick of Toggle. You know what to do, boy. Get him. Get him, boy.
Oh, I thought I could jump it.
Over here. Sick of Toggle. There, boy. Sick of Toggle.
Dude, I'm just gonna stick into...
Get him. There, boy.
Can't see anything.
Don't let them get away.
I don't know where he is.
There, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Sick of Toggle. Give them all you've got, boy. Get him.
Where's he off to now?
There, boy.
Clive, look out!
There, boy. Better already.
What did you want me to do there again?
Wake wins.
What did you want me to do?
Get him, boy. There, boy. Get him, boy.
I need some help.
Sick of Toggle. Get him, boy.
I disagree. Holy shit. Okay.
Sick of Toggle. Get him, boy. Over here.
boy! Sick of Torgal! You know what to do, boy. Don't let them get away. There, boy. Too slow. Over here. I should keep on my feet. Give them all you've got, boy. Sick of Torgal. Garuda, lend me your strength. There, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Over here. Get him.
Shit.
Over here.
Yep.
Not this time. Get him, boy.
Shit, I don't know what to do here. I don't know what it wants me to do there.
Too slow. Wait, wins. Don't let them get away. Over here. Not this time. Don't let them get away. Get him, boy.
That was not a fun fight. Not a fun fight at all. I didn't know what to do when he did his cauterize move.
Are you all right?
Fine.
The inner sanctum lies just beyond.
Not fine.
Chances are the palace guard knows we're here. We should move. Not that any sane commander would send his men into a place awash with this much ether.
Yeah, you know who could come down here though and be fine?
Clive. If this all works, and the blessing fades, things are likely to get worse for our kind before they get better. Being the last to wield ether will make our talents that much more sought after. By which I mean hunted. I just hope, in the end, they'll see that we didn't have any other choice. That it was the only way to get us to a better place.
And here I was thinking I was the uncertain one. Luckily, 2 out of 3 of us have faith in you.
Then it all starts here. Time to earn that menacing title. Sid the Vicious, was it?
So, do you have any potions? It all starts here? The game starts here? Holy moly, okay.
We're almost there. Anyone having second thoughts?
Not me.
We're with you to the end, Sid.
Then what are we waiting for?
You know, all things considered with how Square likes to show a lot of the game in their trailers leading up to the game. Like, we haven't seen... There are still some things I've seen in the trailers that I haven't seen yet. But, for the most part, a lot of it has happened already. I mean, obviously there is some that isn't, so I don't want to know or need to know, but from what I remember from the trailers, like, this was shown in the trailers. Ah, so there's like a heart of the crystal. Okay, that makes sense.
It's beautiful.
The heart of Sambrek.
Well, that didn't work. I think we're gonna need a bigger sword.
Mine's bigger.
Thank you, Clive, but I meant that figuratively. The core's clearly made of sterner stuff. Taya's going to have a fit when she hears about this. Stand back. It's about to get cramped in here.
Oh, yes, he did. Oh, yes, he did.
That's more like it.
Goosebumps. Oh, that worked. Okay.
Clive, look.
What is that?
Sid! Ifrit, I need Ifrit.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Come to me. I can't do this without you.
Oh, shit.
Again! Where are you?
Torgal, buddy, get out of there.
Hold on.
Oh, what the fudge is... What is happening now?
Where the hell am I?
Thank you, Sid. Wait, I can move?
I've been here before.
I don't want to move. Typhon has been repelled?
You again. Where are you? What do you want? Fuck. It's still alive.
Okay, so he wants me to embrace my fate, but
I'm leaving. One way or another.
he's also mad that...
By the flames.
You broke a crystal and Typhon came out of, like...
What else can he do? Too slow. That's enough.
Uh-oh. Okay.
That power isn't yours. But this is mine. I remember now. I had a fire. I am afraid.
This is so cool. That's my fault. Nice try, punk ass. Okay.
It's done.
Assuming they're like they're gods, like. But why did he show up when he broke the crystal? That's what I'm confused about. Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, he's charging up. Okay. See if I can give an F.
Oops,
Oh, okay. Okay, that's a little unfair. Holy shit. I can't get over to this stuff. He's whipping my ass. Okay, now we gotta feed it to him. Yo, what's he doing? Okay, Demon Wall sucks, but I'm just gonna pull back. Yeah, I don't know how to dodge this move. Figured it out. Suck it. Oh yeah, rip his arm off. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, there we go, there we go. Bye-bye, buddy. Oh no. Is he still holding it? Oh. So good. Ooh, look at that attack. The Breath of Fire. Reduces Flame of Rebirth cooldown by 12 seconds. Oh, I don't have enough accessory slots. Ooh. No, I'm okay, buddy.
Clive!
Well, enjoy your nap.
You're wounded.
This, it's only a scratch. All right, the hole.
We'll find you a healer.
Here. No, you won't.
What the?
I know who you are. And if you think I'm gonna let you have him... think again.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't do this to me, game.
Sid.
One left. That'll do me.
Try not to talk.
Clive. For so long, I thought I had all the answers. But then I met you. And I learned it wasn't a good death we should be fighting for, but a better life. It's all very well, a man reclaiming his fate. But if he can't choose how he meets it, what's the point? So, I made a choice.
Don't do this.
The rest is in your hands. The crystal's blessing is a prison, Clive. And if it's an outlaw the world needs to help it break free... Stop. Please. I can think of none better than you.
Not my favorite character.
In ashen grip, let ember glow to kindle flames anew. I'm sorry, Clive. Had I arrived but a moment sooner. Do you remember me, boy? I saw you protect them. That was very brave. I know you're there, Ultima.
Oh. You have learned our name. What else have you learned, Phoenix?
My travels have revealed much about you and your ambitions. I know that it was you who tore me from my brother. And I know that it is his power that you seek. But know this. If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
Very well.
Breath of mine ancestors, fill these lungs that I may dispel the songs of suffering.
A disturbance.
Will leave my brother alone. This is getting us nowhere.
We agree. No more games, Phoenix. We have come to claim our vessel.
And I said no.
Oh, brilliant.
These flames are nothing. You will know what it is to burn.
Yours is a fleeting form. I'm not fool enough to think I can harm you. But to protect my brother, I don't have to.
These are not flames of destruction.
Have you forgotten already who I am? Just try and get to my brother now. Fiend.
This is too much. This is too much. See, I knew this was gonna happen.
No survivors! You hurt me! He must be here. Must! Can fail Lord Cookgar again! Find Sid! Are all fucking dead! Sid, help us! Where is he? You'll do! Bastard!
Gab, we've got to go!
Not without this!
Sid is not among the dead. Shall I send a Stolas? That won't be necessary.
Oh, shit.
Fuck me! Where the hell are you, Sid? Where the hell are you?
Oh, that's nice.
The finest silks from the master weavers of Randalar. Come, come, feel its softness.
Chocobo
Make a nice
steaks,
gift for your
chocobo
wife.
sausage, all from greens-fed farm birds. None of the old courses you'll find elsewhere. Here, take a bite.
I've got peppers and peas, beans and beets. If it goes in a pot, I've got the lot.
Calmatives, curatives, restoratives,
Look all you like, sir. It's all fresh. Picked this very morning.
Restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices, calmatives, curatives, restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices. Might I interest you in a potion, milady? Perhaps a soothing salve to ease the aches of the road?
You can't fix his broken heart, little girl.
I'm sorry. I wish you well, but may the mothers guide you. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives.
5 years later? What?
It's good to see you, Sid.
What have we learned?
The bearers are locked up in an old courthouse on the edge of town. And I hardly need tell you who is there to make sure they stay that way.
His mark is burned off, too.
Kupka's private guard.
It's a trap. And not a very good one at that.
Another? What does he hope to gain from this?
I'll have the captives free before nightfall.
You do nothing of the sort. Our comrades didn't give their lives for you to get your throat slit in a god's forsaken slum.
So those in the courthouse should be left to suffer.
That's not what I said. I simply meant it doesn't have to be you who frees them. Damn it all. You're as stubborn as the old Sid was.
There goes my little glimmer of hope that it's somehow Phoenix revived Sid.
Just don't say I didn't warn you. You're Sid now, and if anything happens to him, we're finished.
Man, 5 years passing since that. Like, what the hell?
Please, we don't know anything. You have to believe us. We'd help you if we could.
But you're helping us already.
Forgive him, my lord. He did not mean to offend.
Quiet, you!
No sign of Hugo.
I'll wager he thinks as highly of his minions' traps as we do.
Then this should be easy.
Don't hurt us. I beg of you.
Quiet means quiet, branded scum.
It's going to be all right. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
It's him, the outlaw. Sid's here.
Should we?
Come on.
It literally is making me cry. Because I'm pretty sure that's Sid's theme playing right now.
Sid dies here!
Outlaws in here! Bring me his head!
How many are there? Titan sends his regards. Get him!
Enough of this! Let him play with the kitten!
They brought a pet.
You'll pay for what you've done, Sid.
Those things are fast.
We'll have to be faster.
Okay, this is insane.
Get him! All yours, Torgal!
To hell with this!
They'll tell Hugo.
Let them. There's been more than enough bloodshed for one day.
Murderer. All of our friends are dead because of you. Do you hear me? They used us as bait. Bait to lure you out of your stinking hole, all because you couldn't just let things be.
What are you even doing here? We never asked to be saved. Did you think we'd thank you? They'll never forgive us. We're all marked now.
For 5 years we fought to secure a better life for our kind. To see that we are treated as equals. Do you not want that?
What we want is to be left alone. Every time you show your faces, it is we who suffer.
It's all right. I'm sorry.
Just leave us be. This is our home, and this is where we'll stay.
Jeez.
Sid told us this wouldn't be easy. They'll come round.
If you say so.
We should go.
The hideaway, amongst the unfading remnants of ambitions long forgotten, do Clive and his companions forge a path to a better tomorrow. I'm too sad. That time jump is crazy. Cause like, so what happened? I mean, I'm sure we'll learn, but like, we destroyed that crystal. We destroyed the mother crystal in Sandbreck, and then 5 years went by after Kupka and his crew destroyed the hideaway and literally just killed everyone that we had. Oh my goodness. Okay, Let's go to the hideaway, or what's left of it, I guess. But I mean, it's also been 5 years since it happened, so let's see. Benomir.
That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery. Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Sid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free. Free to choose our own path. I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Rides over, lovebirds. Home, sweet home.
Crazy. It's the old airship that they talked about earlier. Home sweet home.
Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
It's kind of crazy how like important Sid was to the story and will continue to be to the story. Like they're pretty much just this is all just Sid's vision. And that's what is keeping Clive and Jill going. Is fighting for the world that Sid wanted.
Sid. Finish with that log so we can call it a morning. Again! I seen schoolboys swing harder.
Otto will want to know what happened in Costness. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Oh, I see. You create a little thing there, and then when they hit it, it'll hit all the other enemies. Okay, that's interesting. Sid the Outlaw. 5 years have come and gone since the fall of Drake's Head and the tragic death of Sid, the man who saved Clive and Jill from slavery and changed their lives forever. In that time, Clive has taken up his mentor's name and the mantle of outlaw that he might continue Sid's legacy and see the chains struck from the realms downtrodden. Yeah. So pretty much was like... It's kind of like all a blur still. I'd have to rewatch it, but I'm pretty sure Sid talks about the world needing an outlaw. It's interesting that Clive was just like, yeah, everyone just call me Sid. That is kind of an interesting way to go about it. Home Sweet Home. Amidst the fallen dreams of a people long faded, Clive and his friends strive to realize a new dream. A dream wherein people of all backgrounds, be they man, bear, or dominant, can live on terms of their own choosing. So like it's kind of just like, keep his memory alive, keep everyone still like, this is Sid. Sid's doing all this in his own roundabout way. That's why we're doing it. It's all because of Sid.
Look, it's Sid.
Staying long this time? Clive, is everything all right?
All operations are suspended until further notice.
Yes, Captain. I'll let the others know. Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army.
Hey, Gav survived.
Should
nice.
be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
All in good time.
I trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
Are we about to get a history lesson for the last 5 years? Hell yeah.
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
I figured it was gonna end up being something like that.
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even. Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
So, like, Sanbreque tried to take Waloed, but Odin has fought back every single time. So they took the Crystal Dominion, which is probably easier to take over. It's just crazy that even though they're like giant beasts and icons, like we destroyed the crystal and Typhon came out and literally just hit Sid with like one beam and ended up killing him. It's just crazy.
Escape from the slave markets. How'd you manage that?
That smell.
Well, yeah. But what I'm getting at is, like, they're, like, giant beasts and everything, but, like, they still can die. Like, the fact that Odin has defended Waloed, nothing has happened to him. It's kind of crazy. For, like, as long as the last 5 years. And they made it seem like they've been fighting. And I do kind of like how they did, like, the 5-year span, because, like, a lot of the time people don't think of, like, how long it would actually take for, like, just in this scenario, Sanbreque to get to Waloed to fight. It wouldn't take a week. Like, it could have taken them a year to get down there. And then to finally start fighting and stuff like that, so...
Have you been to the toll?
I don't mind the time jump. It was just a shock to see. But I did kind of notice before it even said 5 years later. Wait, no. I'm trying to think, did we see Clive's face before it said 5 years later? No, I don't think so. I was gonna say it. He did look different, but I guess I'm just... Like, you can definitely tell 5 years has passed on his face. Oh yeah, and rebuilding all of this, yeah, so it makes sense.
Does that one have blood on it?
You all survived?
Clive! You're back! You didn't happen to run out of potions while you're away, did you? We've a fine selection of tonics and tinctures. Or perhaps you'd be interested in some new couldn't... Gia.
Is it business or pleasure?
That's about the past 5 years.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
We're all waiting to treat Sid to a hero's welcome when Kupka's lot showed up.
You're our leader now, Clive.
Promise me that come what may, Sid will save us. Jeez.
It won't hear me complaining. The only drawback... Still...
So yeah, they were serious when they were like, you're getting to a pivotal point. If you do this, you cannot go back. Sometimes they'll say that and then like you'll go through a bunch of story and then they say that just because you're going to be locked in this area for a bit. But no. They were dead serious on, hey, well, if you go here, shit will change. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff I missed.
And what can I do for you?
Because I consistently talk to people and then they have these ask about so-and-so and I never did it. So I missed some talking, but probably wasn't that important in the grand scheme of everything that's going on.
You, because I haven't. Still. Things here ain't too bad. Nah. What do you want?
Craft lemon bolt, hell yeah.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Oh no, wow. You're not reinforcing blues either. Crazy. Only greens can be reinforced.
That it? Fine.
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a madman. But no, here it is. The secret's in the bellows, you know. They're Master Sid's own design. The other Master Sid.
Every time they say his name, I get sad. He was such a great character.
This plank will have to be replaced.
Nearly half the crates were
Off limits. Damn, tomes.
I don't know that.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Lorsman.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same, but alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head, but without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
And let's not forget, lost in that whole crazy 35 minutes of events, Joshua showed up and saved us and was like, you caused my brother to do this. You ripped us apart from each other. And then, like, trapped that scary-ass Ultima in, like, a prison of flames. And then absorbed him. And then Clive also saw Joshua. So, like, I feel like that's gonna be something that's important. Like, Joshua knew exactly what was happening. And it's just another one of those things that I was talking about before that's like, when you see all the trailers and everything leading up to the game, you think there's going to be like, oh, these characters are going to be extremely important. And then you play the game and like Oriflamme with the Mother Crystal was like a big piece of art that was shown with the game leading up to its release. And we go there and destroy it. It's just crazy how, like, you can watch trailers and then it's not indicative of what happens at all. Like, the fact that Kupka right now is, like, the main issue, would never have thought that. Never.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? I still remember. And thank goodness they did.
They reminded us that no matter how deep our wounds, we all have the capacity to heal. And happiness lost may be found again.
It has been difficult, certainly.
Yeah, so I guess earlier I was saying it's weird that Clive took Sid's name, but it was more of like the grand scheme of things. The bearers, like, with Sid gone, they all lost hope, but then Clive goes, no, I will be, Sid's not gone, trust me, I will be Sid. And, like, his vision is still here, even though he's gone, like, we're still going to do it. So, I understand why they did that, or why Clive decided to do that. Like, no, he's not going around telling people, like, oh, hey, by the way, call me Sid. It's the whole idea of Sid. And Clive just takes the mantle of Sid to allow everyone to know, like, Sid's ideas are still... his world will still be fought for.
Had you not let us hear? Look around you. Still, why? I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Yeah, so the game definitely did, like, a good point of being, like, they kept Joshua, young Joshua, and Mar Grace was over here or something. Attendant to Mar Grace right here. And then the big reveal was there. Although, if you didn't see his face the 3 times and not put 2 and 2 together, then I'm not sure. I guess they could have pulled the fast one on us, but it was pretty apparent that it was still Joshua somehow. We're not sure how, but that was him. Okay, after Sid fell and his hideaway was reduced to rubble at the hands of Hugo Kupka, Clive took on both his predecessor's name and role, becoming the second Sid the Outlaw and leader of the re-established resistance. Together with the other survivors and their new recruits, he continues Sid's missions to emancipate bearers and rid the realm of the Mother Crystals. Dominant of the Phoenix and former heir to the ducal throne, Joshua was thought to have died at the hands of the second Icon of Fire during the disaster at Phoenix Gate. However, he is very much alive, traveling the realm even now, his true identity hidden by a heavy cowl and an assumed name, that of Lord Margrace. And then Jill, dominant of Shiva and trusted confidant of Clive, leader of the new hideaway. Together they continue Sid's mission to emancipate bearers. Torgal buddy. Clive's faithful friend, he is fiercely protective of him and his allies, loath as he is to lose his best friend again, and never strays far from Clive's side, putting the hunting skills Sid taught him to use in fending off foes and picking up trails. Permanent economic advisor to the Dothraki Parliament and dominant of Titan, he has little love for his country, taking advantage of his position to benefit himself and himself alone. After learning that Sid the Outlaw, the man who slew the love of his life, Benedict the Harmon, still lives, he tasks his personal guard with capturing and torturing bearers in order to draw out his nemesis and take his revenge. But, like, we still, like... I still don't think one of us sent Benedicta's head to Hugo to make him lose his mind. I don't. Act of blasphemy that would see him forever denounced as an outlaw. Oh, his plan to create a world where bearers and dominants could die on their own terms meant destroying the Mother Crystals. An act of blasphemy that would see him forever denounced as an outlaw. It was during their mission to fell Drake's head in 873 that Sidolphus Telamon lost his life to a beast from the beyond, passing the title Sid the Outlaw onto his protege Clive. Such a great character. Such an amazing character. And now I gotta finish the game. Or continue the game. Dealing with frickin' Kupka's bald ass, Barnabas, Dion, Royal Knight Lord Commander. It's not fair. It's not fair. You give me the best character and then you steal him from me? Otto, Chief Steward of Clive's Hideaway. Otto continues to serve the same role he did under Sid, being the primary person in charge of all the monies. One of Cid's most trusted allies, after Cid's hideaway was laid waste to by Hugo Kupka and his minions, she and her hardworking yet long-suffering apprentice Goots followed Clive to the new hideaway in Benamir, where they serve him in the same capacity they served his predecessor, sourcing whatever supplies his fellow residents are in need of. After Cid's hideaway was reduced to rubble at the hands of Hugo, he followed his Nan in joining Clive at their new home on the lake. He has a keen interest in smithing, and spends what little spare time he has, or he is granted, heating and hammering metal. Though he is usually sullen and secretive, Blackthorn, with his knowledge, he is happy to share. Though he is usually a sullen and secretive sort, his knowledge he is happy to share with Goots, who has long been eager to learn the art of smithing. The hideaway's resident historian, after Cid's death and the destruction of his home, he joined Clive at the new hideaway, establishing a grand library within the walls of the fallen ruin. He has taken the orphan twins Tet and Crow as his apprentices, though they have yet to prove the most attentive audience. Vivian Ninetails, a scholar and strategist who makes her home in the hideaway, analyzing every shred of information that comes in from the wider world in order to divine the dispositions of the realm's armies and those who lead them. She offers her insight to Clive that he might better understand the lay of the land. The moniker Ninetails, of which she herself is fond, was gifted her by her fellow scholars in recognition of her ability to speak at length on almost any subject. The Boatman, an old friend of Otto's, from his merchant seaman days, now serving as ferryman between the shores of Benamir and Clive's hideaway. Knowing him to be a trustworthy and tight-lipped fellow, Otto invited him to join their cause after Cid's death, that he and his trusty skiff might help them and operate their new hideaway in the lake. Kenneth... Oh, Kenneth is still here? That's good. Tet and Crow, one of the young twins who assist Hippocrates in the hideaway library. Though their parents were both bearers, Tet was spared that burden. Alas, he was not spared the tragedy of losing both his mother and father. Born a bearer like her parents... Okay, so Crow is a bearer and Tet isn't. Victor, a friend of Cid's and later Clive's, who keeps an ever-attentive vigil on the comings and goings in Dalmacia from his hometown of Cosnus. The mysterious Watcher. Oh yeah, you piece of shit. You did this. Scion of a lesser noble family of Dalmacia, tasked by Hugo Kupka to trace the whereabouts of Cid the Outlaw, the man he believes slew Benedict Harmon. There we go, right there. The man he believes did. His investigations led him to Eastpool, where he overhears Clive and Gav's conversation and follows them back to Cid's hideaway. An orphan girl who pays for her bread by making and selling medicines. Okay, so now this is interesting. Why would she be a person of interest? Even the way Jill, spoke to her. Okay, and then we have Ultima. Another worldly being that Clive encountered in the inner sanctum of Drake's Head. He addressed Clive as Mythos, before attempting to merge their consciousness. However, Clive was able to summon the will to resist the creature, before Joshua returned from the dead, to imprison it in a cage of flame that he sealed away in his own heart. Cid's hideaway. This is where Cid adopted a family of freed bearers from across the Twins made their home. Or Cid and his adopted family of freed bearers from across the Twins made their home. That is until the fledgling utopia was brought crashing down after its location was discovered by Hugo Kupka, dominant of Titan, in the year 873. In but a single night, the hideaway was destroyed, fewer than half managing to escape. The slaughter visited upon them by Kupka and his men. The new hideaway, established under the leadership of Clive Rosfield, who took on the title of Cid after his former leader's passing, and Titan's destruction of the old hideaway. Here, a community of like-minded individuals from across the realm has gathered to build a place where people can live and die on their own terms. Like its predecessor, it is built within fallen ruins deep within the deadlands of Central Storm. Decidedly unlike its predecessor, however, It is located in the center of a lake, Benamir, across whose waters any evading enemy can easily be spotted long before their arrival. Benamir, a lake in the Blighted Lands on the southern edge of the former Grand Duchy of Rosaria, named for the dragon that some tales say created the basin when it fell from the sky. Fallen airships dot its expansive waters like forgotten cenotaphs, leading some to liken it to a graveyard. Its remote location, far from any trade route and deep inside the Deadlands, made it an obvious choice for Clive when faced with rebuilding Cid's legacy. Yeah, so, once again, it's like Cid is like a title, it's not a name. Like, be the Cid. Be the Cid that we need. I like it. Valisthea, a realm comprising the twin continents of Storm and Ash. Timeless that is until Cid and his disciples commence their campaign to bring each one, starting with Drake's Head crashing down, spreading chaos and confusion throughout the great cities and nations of Valisthea. That's the thing, like, they lived forever with a mother crystal. And nothing happening, and then one comes crashing down. That probably sent ripples of, like, fear through all of Valisthea. The Fall of the Hideaway, an assault by Hugo Kupka, Dominant of Titan, and his private guard on the first hideaway of Cid the Outlaw in the year 873. The safe haven established amongst forgotten ruins long consumed by the Blight was entirely destroyed, and many of Cid's collaborators and the bearers they had freed from servitude were slain. Kupka, obsessed with finding Cid and exacting his revenge for the murder of Benedict de Harmon, co-opted the soldiers of the realm and had them commit a series of atrocities in an attempt to flush them out of hiding. Yeah. So the Non-Aggression Treaty, a pact in which was codified the agreement between nations to refrain from invading the crystalline dominion and laying claim to its mother crystal, Drake's Tail. It both cemented the dominion's position at the center of the world politics and placed checks on the ability of key players to exploit that position. After Drake's Head was destroyed in 873, the Holy Empire of Sambrek declared Twinside its new capital in defiance of the long-standing Non-Aggression Treaty. While controversial, the move carried out by Prince Dion and his Knights Dragoon proceeded mostly unopposed, largely due to the Dominion's lack of a dominant of its own, with which to intimidate the interlopers. Yeah, so they left because the ether poisoning was happening. So they just took over the Crystal Dominion, and we're like, okay, we're here now. The Kingdom of Alod, ruled over by Barnabas Tharmir, Dominant of Odin, who has long harbored ambitions of extending his reach into the neighboring continent of Storm. Somewhat surprisingly, the Samberqua Empire's incursion into the Crystalline Dominion prompted no immediate response from the king, who appears to be biding time and considering his next move. Aha, interesting. The Men of the Rock, Hugo Kupka's personal guard. On Kupka's orders, they ruthlessly gutted and destroyed Cid's original hideaway. Vengeance for the brutal beheading of Benedict de Harmon. But Kupka's thirst for revenge is not yet slaked, and it is with reckless abandon that he employs his minions to commit atrocities across the realm in a bid to drive Cid from hiding. So, does Kupka not know that Cid died? And like, the Cid that everyone hears about now isn't the actual Cid he's looking for? I wonder. That's kind of what it seems like. Kosnis, a town located in the rugged northern reaches of the Damakian Republic. Though it was once a thriving trading post, the coming of the Blight has served to both discourage travelers, as well as drive off long-time residents. All that now remain are refugees fleeing from elsewhere, the black marketeers who prey upon them, and barely enough soldiers to keep the peace. Or rather, to pretend to when they're not being bribed to look the other way. When Sambrek moved its capital to the Crystalline Dominion, Northreach went from being a vital gateway to the seat of the Empire to a forgotten country backwater in a matter of moons. And with the fall of Drake's Head, the ether was soon leached from the lands around it, leaving the fields fallow and the once thriving environs barren and lifeless. The fall of Drake's Head. In the year 873, Cid the Outlaw, along with certain of his allies, infiltrated the Samberquois capital of Oriflamme, bringing down its mother crystal. In a daring and unprecedented attack, investigations after the fact concluded that the infiltrators took advantage of the disturbance caused by an ether flood to gain entry to the Empire's holy sanctum. In the aftermath of the incident, Cid was declared a wanted man, and the faction he led a criminal enterprise, to be hounded across Valisthea. The Outlaw. We're like, oh well, this is Cid's doing. Him and all his men are now wanted across the world. Cool. Drake's Head, the mother crystal upon whose wings did Sambrek ascend to geopolitical supremacy. It towered over the holy capital of Oriflamme, its mighty silhouette a testament to the power and permanence of the Empire. And then, in the year 873, it fell at the hand of Cid the Outlaw. Oriflamme, former capital of the Holy Empire of Sambrek, after its mother crystal was destroyed in an attack by Cid the Outlaw in the year 873, the decision was made to move the throne and her armies south to the Crystalline Dominion, regardless of whether or not the Dominion's citizens approved. Oriflamme has since fallen gradually into decline, having lost the Mother's blessing and all the benefits it brought. And Sambrek, after suffering the ignominy of losing Drake's Head to an audacious assault by the outlaw Cid in 873, the Empire set its sight on the mother crystal of its nearest neighbor, the Crystalline Dominion. Sambrek's legions duly stormed the historical neutral territory and installed the imperial capital at Twinside. This brazen act of conquest sent shockwaves across Valisthea, and heightened the already considerable tension between the Empire and the Dalmekian Republic. Okay. God, we have so many mysteries of the realm to read. So many.
Did you learn everything you needed?
No, actually I did not.
My knowledge
There was
is
something else
yours.
there. What was there?
You wish to study the tomes?
Cid the Outlaw. Oh, Mysteries of the Realm. Leader of the faction believed responsible for the shattering of Drake's Head in 873. With a single act of infamy, Cid's name quickly spread to the four corners of Valisthea and beyond. Yeah. It's not a name anymore, it's an idea.
Did you learn everything you needed?
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Otto stole it. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Oh no.
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the Tavern Crown for me.
What is this? The Wall of Memories? The oath, created the day Clive pledged his allegiance to Cid. This crystal shard transfixed with twin daggers is a powerful reminder of a promise made, a friendship forged, and a legacy inherited. Oh. Literally made me emotional. Ooh. Goblin coin.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk.
Reports, letters, and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the reading table. The Republic's plight. The Republican army marches on the Empire at Twinside, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I'll see you're done to wear upon my return. Oh. Kupka's headed to the Crystal Dominion.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Jeez, I
Summoning an icon
didn't even think of
a
that.
price not easily
In
paid.
5 years, and he still can't control
Your
it.
body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does.
And Clive has gone through so much. Like, it's insane. From thinking his brother's dead, to being the one that killed him, to now everything that's going on, he's a dominant, and then he's actually alive
To a
still.
world without mother crystals.
Oh.
To Sid.
Oh, shit!
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
What?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
The gathering storm.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
Yeah, so it seems like Joshua is on a path to, like, save the world. And Clive is destroying the mother crystals and trying to allow people to just be able to live. And then, completely on the opposite side of Clive's movements, Joshua's doing technically pretty much the same thing. Just trying to save the world, or something's going on, because he's following the Blight around. Also, Joshua wardrobe change was fantastic. Oh man, that was an intense 3 hours. Goodness. The game's just so damn good. There's still, like, so much that I don't know for sure, though, on, like, what's happening, like... I also like how I've talked about it a bunch, and how they're doing this is, like, all these nations are fighting each other, so, like, it's allowing Clive and his group to just kind of go in the shadows of what they need to do. Because he just said the Republic's marching on to the Crystal Dominion and the Empire. So that leaves what Clive wants to do now. That gives him an opportunity to go in and do whatever he wants to do with Hugo. I assume knock his bald ass head off his shoulders. I assume that's what he wants to do. And now all this conflict through Valisthea is giving him an opportunity to do what he needs to do, because everyone else is too busy fighting. They're all fighting each other. Man, I just can't wrap my head around all the events that transpired today. My favorite character. My favorite character gone. He was so good. He was so good. And then that cutscene just there with Joshua is so... It just makes me want to keep playing and keep playing, because, like, what is he... I want to know what he's doing. Like, for a fact, like, what's he doing? Like, he must be trying to figure out the Blight, or stop the Blight. And Clive still doesn't know how to control Ifrit. Like, five years went by. So much has happened. My brain can't comprehend everything that's happening. Game of the year. Game of the year.